I'd like to show you a demonstration of our LeakWise oil on water detection system. Every LeakWise system has two primary components. We have a sensor, we have a controller. We have a number of different sensors to suit different applications. And again, we have a number of different configurations of the controllers to suit different applications. The key thing for us is we understand exactly what the customer is trying to do, and then we select the right building blocks to provide the correct solution. I want to show you a demonstration. I have one of our sensors floating in water. It's connected to this SLC controller. If you look at the screen of the controller, you'll see at the moment I have two sensors enabled because I have two units here. The other two are disabled. I'm going to focus on the first sensor, demo 1. And what we're going to do is introduce some oil, simulate an oil spill, and then show you the sensor, the controller reacting to this oil spill. At the moment we're using a motor oil, but the technology will react to any insoluble hydrocarbon, from crude down to refined solvents. Now, the sensor has seen the change with the addition of the oil. It's reacted, and now you can see an alarm has come up on the sensor. You also see the status of the indication lights. So now we have the sensor with the oil on the surface of the water. In fact, if you look at the sensor closely, you'll see that the detecting antennae is coated in the motor oil. You'll also see, if you look on the display here, that it's now telling me my sensor's in air. The technology will do that. It'll differentiate between water, any insoluble oil, and air. If we go back into the water, you'll now see we're back showing the oil. The other thing I want to show, if I take my sensor and I slowly press it below that oil layer, I'm now showing water. I've gone below the oil layer. I haven't cleaned the sensor. All I've done is take it into an area where there is no oil layer. I come back into the water again, surface, and I'm seeing my oil layer. Some customers have sumps that have oil already in there, and that's always there. What they need to know is when that starts to change, when that starts to increase. What we can do with this technology is we can call that background layer 0. And we can do that simply by recalibrating our controller to that value. If I go into the calibration settings on my sensor and edit it, I'm now saying that is my set point. We're now in water. If we add more oil now, you will see the system reacting to the change. So you can see the technology doesn't just detect the presence of oil, it also quantifies thickness. It monitors what's happening as the oil layer is changing. Now, how do we communicate that to the outside world? Well, we've got a number of ways of doing that. We have RS-232, RS-485 Modbus. We've got alarm contact closures. We've got 40-20 milliamp outputs that follow the thickness change. We've got GSM text messaging, which we can send to a multiple of human users, different phone numbers, different messages. We have the ability to send GSM text messaging to computers. So a very, very, very flexible way of getting the communication out to the end user when he needs it.